Hey everyone, I'm Peaches and this is Catechumen. Before we get started, I want to say thanks to everyone who's watched and donated so far. And I want to try to help out and do everything I can to meet our goal of $100,000 for Alzheimer funding. So I just want to announce that I'll be matching any donation that comes in with 5 of my own dollars. So for every donation that comes in, I'll donate 5 of my own. So let's raise some money and meet our goal for $100,000. So thank you. All right. So let's get started. We're going to be doing an impossible run, and we're going to get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. All right. So this is Catechumen. This is a spiritual first-person shooter, and we're going to start off by just running right past this angel, which is fine. He would normally give us a sword, but we don't need it just yet, so we're just going to run on past. And sorry. This key is kind of finicky to pick up. Woo, okay. It's very dangerous. You're going to see me actually like quick saving kind of repeatedly at the start because these guys, if they grab you, it chunks you really hard. You can see the bottom left, that blue bar is my faith. And when that drops to 0, I will game over. So I need to keep my faith up, and I got to watch out for these guards. And what's really kind of tricky about them is that if 2 of them grab you at once, you will just instantly die, denounce your faith. I don't know. So we're going to save repeatedly, because yeah, these guys are actually pretty quick. And in fact, you might notice that this whole game is pretty quick. Normally, religious games maybe have kind of a, I don't know, reputation for being kind of lame. Okay, we're crashing, but it's fine. It's actually relatively stable. And it saved right before we crashed, so nice. Okay, so They have a bit of a reputation for being a little bit lame, but this one's actually like super duper fast. And that was actually like a deliberate design decision that was done by this developer. I reached out to Ralph Bagley, the lead producer of this game, and he confirmed that he wanted this game to be something that could be like really exciting for Christian kids who maybe their parents wouldn't let them play like Doom or Quake. But he wanted it to be very fast and exciting. So he made it so that depending on how good your computer is, it would run faster. So on a modern system, that's like real nice and fast. So we're going to be speeding on through stuff. Okay. Woo. All right. So what's kind of interesting also about that is that on a modern system, this actually goes so fast that the scripts to get the swords from the angels will actually break. So we're going to raise the resolution on the game to make it run slow enough so that the script will actually complete. And we're going to just listen to this wonderful monologue in the meantime. And being a Christian game, the angels are kind of, biblically accurate, almost to a startling degree. So we're not going to see one of them yet, but he will, okay, nice, despawn into a sword that we'll now pick up. Now we can lower the video settings to speed the game back up. And this is kind of a dangerous section. This is a new skip. I need to let this door close on me. Nice, first try. Okay, I have to do that. I have to do that while all those little lesser demons are throwing their popcorn balls at me. So it didn't get through the loading zone, so I have to load my quick save. There we go. Okay, so we're back on pace. So now that we have this railgun, we can use it on these Romans. Okay. Nice. And on Impossible, that's actually one of the... Oh, caught this guy looking at the wall. Okay, so they actually take extra hits. And that's going to cause a little bit of a route change. Because on Fledgling, the easy difficulty, those actually get cleansed in one hit. So we're going to try to line up for the collateral. Nice. Okay, so one of those shots was a collat, and we ended up doing double damage there. Definitely good to have ammo efficiency here because we don't really get all that much here. And I'm going to try to play it a little bit safe. This is first and foremost a marathon run, and I don't want to, lose a whole bunch of time restarting on stuff. So we're going to try to clear out some of these lesser demons. This is actually a decent time for a donation, if there's one that's come through yet.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a few in so far. Bobby has donated $10, saying Simple Unit did a good run. Ivic Solaris 66 has donated $5 and has taken advantage of your offer. It says $5 for $5 extra, please.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for those. Time for a couple more while this is reloading.
Yeah, sure.
Rob donated $11, saying good luck to everyone who has yet to do their run. And finally, D has donated $5 with no comments, but putting it towards the blindfolded virtuous mission for Metal Gear Solid 3. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, nice. I got the Roman boost. This guy is on his knees in front of this door, and normally you would have to do like a box pushing puzzle, but I managed to manipulate him right in the perfect spot so I could jump on his head and boost up. And they're going to keep the door open for me. Nice. So it's a little bit of a weird scenario here because I have to like jump crouch over their heads, which can sometimes lose a little bit of time, but it's a nice trade-off for them keeping the door open for me. So you see on the bottom bar in the bottom left, that's my ammo. I don't really have very much ammo left, and there's like quite a few lesser demons here. So I'm going to try to preserve my faith by like clearing them out as efficiently as possible. Okay, there's also a scope on this thing. And you can shoot through the door. Yeah, see you later, punk. All right, so that's most of them. There's a few still left. They actually have crazy DPS on their little popcorn balls. So when there's like 7 or 8 of them, you'll just get your world rocked by these guys. So I got to clear a few of them out. Okay, so that's pretty good. There's another key on the floor there, but the keys are not agnostic. So it will be a key that's like specifically, you know, for a certain door. So that key doesn't matter. Okay, so this is a really dangerous section because there's 3 of these kind of like medium demons, I suppose, and they'll kind of like somersault into you and hurt real bad. We're coming up on the first actual angel, so whoops. Be not afraid, viewers. And we got the game slowed down enough that he'll actually drop his sword. And I accidentally, in my rush to change the graphics, I turned on rudder mode. There we go. Okay. Whew.
The size of a mustard seed, mountains will move before you for Christ.
Okay, so we dropped a sword. Now we can go back. And if you don't do that, the angels will actually just kind of like float impotently forever, and they'll just not drop their sword. And sometimes that's actually tied to like a door opening, so you'll just soft lock the game. So technically, that one is like a required sword to get, and we're gonna need a lot of armament, you know, against our final adversary. So what actually even killed me, or incapacitated me? Okay, this guy's here is pretty strong. Please. Okay. All right. So it's a little bit of a dangerous spot, but we're good now. Plenty of scrolls here. I should have mentioned that like these parchments have like Bible passages on them, and they will restore your faith. And you can open them up whenever you want to look at them, which I think is kind of cool. That's another thing I think that Christian games are maybe sort of maligned for, is that like maybe they'll sort of be kind of heavy-handed on the faith aspect of it, but in this game it's just like, here's some scriptures, they're my favorites, read them or don't, I don't care. And I think that's pretty cool. It's very like gameplay focused. So now we're getting like deeper in the catacombs, and here there's going to be like a large series of hallways with some dangerous adversaries. But a lot of this is just kind of like navigating through hallways, so if there's any more donations, this is also a good time to read some.
Absolutely. Linok, apologies if I mispronounced your name, has donated $50. Thank you so much for that. And we have a $5 donation from Yorkie, who writes, I can't believe Passion of the Christ 2 got a video game adaptation. And I can tell you, we are $12 away from $42,000. So if you want to snipe that and also get an extra $5 out of Peaches, you know what to do.
Thanks for all the donations. All right, so we're continuing through these catacombs, and oh no, please get out of my way. Okay. A lot of hallways, a lot of winding passages, and a lot of danger, but we're going to try to run past as much as possible. And thankfully, there's a pretty healthy portion of scrolls here for me to munch on and get topped off on my faith. Okay, so we're finally out, and coming up next is an angel that is actually usually skipped on fledgling, but like I said earlier, we need as much firepower as we can get. So we're going to listen to this monologue here.
Resourceful catechumen. Once Romans looked to expand their empire here, but they were driven out by demons who even now spread their corruption. Use your wits to utilize the unique power of Solomon's scepter and quell the evil here. In the name of the risen Lord.
Okay, so she gives us a grenade launcher, and we're gonna use that later. And this used to be used in an old skip, but now there's a really cool way to do it without that. So here, this entire loading zone gets skipped if you jump across those doors, and I got it perfectly first try, which is pretty nice. So that was a huge level that just got skipped. And it's nice too because I have a pretty good amount of faith. I'm going to want to keep as much of this as possible as I enter in this area. And this is kind of one of the most iconic sections of the run, I think. We're going to fight the Minotaur. And he is behind this door. Get ready. Okay, I just vanquished him. He's dead. Don't listen to him. So those are global and they don't stop. What did I just click on? Okay, I have to like confirm these. There we go. Okay.
Courageous catechumen, you have vanquished the Minotaur. Now it is time to venture deeper into the very heart of this viper's den. I shall open the way for you.
Also something I noticed is that like their toes stopped being textured. I guess but budget ran out. So this is one of the ones that's required because if his script fails, he won't actually open this little chute behind him. So that's actually necessary. But it doesn't matter because the tri-repeater is actually like a really strong weapon. So it's a good thing we found that. Up here's some armor, just for a little bit of safety. You might hear some. Oh, yow. Okay. Did you see how hard my faith just got deleted? Yeah. There's like. Come on. There's these like exploding gerbils, and they're honestly one of the most devastating things that can possibly happen to your faith. So you really want to avoid them. At this point, I could very easily be one shot by one or two of them if they hit me just right. They have like a blast radius. Okay. And yeah, because the game is like sped up so much, the physics of a jump, you jump and land incredibly quickly, so it's actually pretty hard to do these. Get out of here. Yeah, so that was one of the gerbils. There's two of them here, which is absolutely an instant death moment. Okay, nice. Okay. Bunch of bats shooting popcorn balls. And there's one more here. We're going to snipe them. Excellent. All right. A little bit of tri-repeater ammo. And if you hear a splash noise, I'm going to like shoot to the surface instantly. Okay, yep. Here we go. Whee! It's pretty rare to avoid that. Every once in a while it happens. Okay, gonna cross this bridge, and ooh, nice. That's a pretty unstable part. All right, we're gonna zap this wolf in the groin. Okay, that guy will one-shot me. He has like a laser beam eye blast, and I can't even show my face there, or else I get wiped off that bridge. Okay. Oops. Okay. There's one thing that I did want to mention, and then we can probably do a couple donations. There's this guy here in a cage, and if you save and load, his animation starts to mess up, which is just fun to do. And it doesn't actually lose any time, because his audio file is the only thing that dictates when the key drops. So it's kind of actually similar to like the sword dropping on the angels. And then we're going to have a monologue here. Please don't shoot me. Okay, okay. We could do a donation here during this monologue.
Okay. I'm happy to announce we have just reached $42,000. We had an anonymous $10 donation. Thank you very much for that. And the one that tipped us over was a $5 anonymous donation that simply says, "Aroo!"
Thank you, Anonymous. Okay, so now we have Moses' staff, and this is a rocket launcher, and we're going to use it right away. So there's this bridge, like, right here with a massive gap, and I shot through the slats. It's actually, oops. So that's actually fine that I saved. The autosaves actually work in a pinch. Okay. There we go. All right. And we go back down. Nice. Okay, and my faith is a little bit in shambles, but they give you plenty of scriptures right there. And there's some armor right here, but this is a tight jump. Okay. Whoops, I just ran right off. Right into the lava. Okay. Remember the Minotaur? Here he is again, and we're going to vanquish him again. See you later. This is a fun little segment. You have to hit that switch, rocket jump over, hit the switch again, and get in, hopefully without getting laser blasted by the wolf. Nice. Okay, wow. And it's saved. Perfect. This is actually going pretty well. All right. And we're back. All right. So now there's a little bit of navigation going on here. Are there any more donations that could be read?
Indeed, we have a $10 anonymous donation. It just says, bless this run. And it's gone to the escape game fought by odd any % heroic mode incentive, which is coming up later today. $260 out of 600 so far. So still a little way to go.
Thanks be to God. Satan is using a strange...
Okay, we're destroying his mechanism that he uses to control the minds of Romans. And if you get really lucky, there's actually like shrapnel and debris that flies off of that, and I guess it's like so awe-inspiring that like they'll just instantly scream hallelujah and get on one knee. We didn't get so lucky this time. Here's one of the most dangerous segments in the game because we get laser blasted. Thankfully, he decided to cartwheel. Heck yeah. Please don't grab me. Nice. Those are actually, oh my god, those are really good positions for those guys. Normally there's like a gauntlet of those Romans, and I managed to sneak right through them. Okay, we got one more of these here. And while he monologues, we can go upstairs and top off here. You can really see how much slower the game is on the high resolution. It's actually like really fortunate that you're able to do that. Before kind of the, I guess like the meta of this was developed, I used to do anything I could to try to like slow it down. I would do like scripture buffering like this, and that would slow it down a little bit. But the resolution changes are like perfect. Okay. Ooh, no. That's fine. That's fine. One gerbil's okay. All right, so here's a bridge we have to cross, and to do it we have to play Amazing Grace. All right, and kind of an interesting quirk is that it will always crash in this next area on software mode, but if we switch to Direct 3D, it works just fine. The only thing is it's a tiny bit slower than software mode, and there's a few missing textures, but it lets us keep the run going. And that's how it worked for me at home, and it did that here as well, so there must be some kind of, I don't know, texture quirk that just, you know, doesn't work on modern systems. But regardless, we're approaching the Evil One's outer sanctum, and there's a really big sequence break coming up here that if I can get it within 10 tries, I'll be extremely happy, because there's a lot kind of going on. So we have to do this jump here, and there's a ladder in front of me that will like catch my the shoelaces of my sandals. Okay, wow, okay, that was pretty quick. And then there's a whoa, first try, what? Okay. I was messing it up like dozens of times in practice runs, so I just got super lucky. Okay, that makes me look like I'm just hamming it up. Okay, so now that we're through here, I'm going to repeatedly save and load, because off in the distance, Satan is like teleporting in to start his fight. And if you save and load to interrupt his teleportation, he will reset to like, I don't know if it's like 000 or whatever on the coordinates, but it just happens to be inside here perfectly. Okay, so he's not actually supposed to be here ever. But if you save and load during the teleportation, he will go right here, and we're going to do some weapon swapping to cancel the animations. I probably should have saved. When he flies, I just have to let him go. Oh wow, that was a short flight. All right. There's a couple different things he can do. He can do a charge shot, and because he's inside of this tower, the charge shot will explode on the inside wall. Now when he teleports, I just save and load again, and you can see it here. You can actually see like the like coordinates that he said to teleport to. So definitely not intended. He's actually supposed to like teleport just randomly across this entire arena, and it's huge. There's actually like a bunch of teleporters like around that will take you to totally different places. Now, having said that, he's super tanky, and I said that I was going to, need all of my arsenal, so this will actually take a while to blast him into submission. So if there's any more donations, this is a great time.
Fantastic. Our very own Edenal has donated $25 and says, as angelic as Jan Mirik's interpretation of Duel of the Fates, faith restored. Thank you very much for those $25. And Zui has donated $10, saying, hallelujah.
Thank you. He's got quite a lot of HP left. I don't know if there's any more waiting.
Yeah, absolutely. What I can say is that we are all raising money. We've raised over $42,000 for Alzheimer's Fonden. Alzheimer's Fonden aim is to increase funding to the benefit of scientific research in order to find a cure for Alzheimer's disease. People can get affected by Alzheimer's as early as in their 30s. The care costs are higher than heart disease and cancer care combined. It's a hugely costly disease. It affects a huge number of people every year, and your donations are absolutely helping. So thank you to everybody who's donated.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
Our faith.
Yeah, so once you deal enough damage to him, he will announce that he's unstoppable and then teleport away. And now we're in kind of a restock room. And you might have noticed I actually tried to like keep just a little bit, in the chamber of each of my weapons because they don't give you a full restock. So now we're going to actually fight him again, and he's still tanky. And now we don't actually have the inside wall to protect us against these charge shots, but we can save and load, and they go away. And normally they actually home in on you really hard, to the point where I actually think that you're supposed to like run into teleporters to escape them. But we're gonna hopefully never have to worry about that. If he hits me with one of his like strong blast, you could say got chunked pretty hard. I can take like 2 or 3 of those before I really have to start worrying. And once again, it's pretty much going to take my whole arsenal. So this guy's like actually like a quarter of the run. So if there's any more donations, it's a good time.
Absolutely. Azul has donated $50. Very much for that. That has gone to the Feed Gaspo the Wonder Dog incentive for Discworld. And therefore, unsurprisingly, the comment is, Aru!
Yeah, the Aru is like a big favorite of my chat every time that that Minotaur shows up. So thank you for that donation.
And finally, Orange Brutus has donated $10. No comment, but thank you so much. It's going to a fantastic cause.
Yeah, thank you, Orange Brutus. I know that guy. Glad his donation got through. Any others? Are there any other donations, or still got a little bit of HP left?
We do have one more $25 donation that has gone to the San Andreas Definitive Edition upgrade. Thank you very much, Rocket Racer, who writes, remember to check if your employer can also match donations. Worth thinking about, but I know who is adding on to your donations. Is that right, Peaches?
What? Oh, you pushed me into the teleporter. Sorry, what was that?
I said someone else is adding to donations.
Is there like a different match?
No. Like you. I was talking about you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So just a reminder that any donations that come in, I will donate $5 for it. So get those donations in. Okay, he's really close to it. There we go. All right. So now he gets, I guess, Banjo-Kazooie. It's kind of similar. All of my angel friends will help out, and he just gets like absolutely overkilled. It's kind of insane. And you can still run off and game over. So time will happen when I jump into his teleporter. Okay, so that is time. 23. Okay, that's actually not too bad. And there's going to be a little bit more after this, so hang tight. I don't know, should I like hit it again to keep the timer going or something? Because you might notice there's a 35-minute estimate. We have a little bit of an exhibition afterwards to show off. No, does that keep it going? Okay, whatever. It'll be about 10 minutes. Whenever you beat this game normally, it'll say like, well done, but the impossible awaits. And they kind of, tease you for kind of a reward that you get if you beat the game on impossible. And it's actually pretty tough. You notice like how hard those enemies chunk me. Like it took a while for me to beat this on Impossible the first time, but you get a pretty cool reward. I think it's like one of the most interesting and fun kind of like dev rewards that I've seen in a game, so I wanted to get an opportunity to show it off, so we'll be doing that here. And I guess the credits are coming up, so this is actually probably a good time for me to, I guess, do my shout outs here. So shout outs to everyone who's watching, and especially everyone who donated. Shout outs to Bianca, Orange Brutus, who is watching. Hi to Rami. Hi to Nick and Riley. Hi to Ian and Kat. And thanks everyone home who's watching. And also, I wanted to give a special shout out to say thanks so much to ESA Tech, because when I submitted this game, I actually specifically said that I do not want to run it anywhere but at home. I was going to do it online only because it's kind of notorious for the crashing and the tech issues. And they actually reached out to me and said that we kind of want to see what we can do to make this happen, and they allowed me to like install it remotely, test it from home, and I even brought my own like DXWND settings to kind of like make it as stable as possible, and it actually went off like without a hitch. So only a couple crashes, honestly super stable, and I only have the ESA Tech team to thank for it, so thanks. So these credits will go for a bit. They're not super long. Shout outs to everyone on here, especially also, shout outs to Ralph Bagley for actually answering a lot of my questions and just being a real cool dude. We'll have maybe a story or two to tell about him coming up here. The music, I think, is also tied to like the speed of the game, so there's just a couple seconds of silence. And then one last shout out. This game would not have been created but for the grace of God and is dedicated to the ultimate spiritual warrior, Jesus Christ. So shout outs to Jesus Christ. Okay, so now here we have well done, prepare for your reward, and we're going to drop off into here, which is the Hall of Fame. So I'm gonna actually make a manual save here. Okay, so this is the Hall of Fame, and this is all of pictures of kind of the VIPs of development or something. I don't know how these are chosen, but we have franchise here. We've got Christopher Perkins, and some awesome songs, by the way. We have Nat Weiss, cool guy. Keith Cawthorn, a.k.a. Darian Sage, I guess. Michael De La Rue, Chris Hill, Dave Caputo, and of course Lucy Caputo. We have Kurt Mitchell, Roger Moreno, love this guy's mustache. We have Cleta Charles, who doesn't have a photo, so it's just kind of a person holding a sword at a wall. And then we have Dale Hurst. I'm actually really curious what this is behind him. I don't know enough to identify that, but if anyone wants to figure that out, that'd be cool. And finally, we have the big man himself, Ralph Bagley. And there's this exit sign here that will just play the credits again, but that's no fun. The first time I was here, I just like jumped around listening to the music a whole bunch, and I was walking around back and forth, and I was like, wow, Ralph Bagley, it looks like he's trying to give me a fist bump. Like, let's give this guy a fist bump. Let's go. You jump in, but it actually teleports you to this like village with a giant minotaur and a bunch of pigs that will squeal if you zap them. And normally it's like some kind of purgatory where you're like locked here forever, even if you slay the Minotaur, which I don't think I have the ammo for. Doesn't matter, you're stuck here forever. And this kind of like kicked everything off for the real meat of the Hall of Fame, which is that there's a couple of these that you kind of like Super Mario 64 into, and we'll start with franchises, because I actually think that his might be the least exciting. There's a bunch of enemies here, and okay, a little bit of faith. Like over here, there's like a boxing ring where you can box the Minotaur, I guess, but like, come on, like Ralph already did the village, get with it, franchise. Over here, there's like a UFO, and this texture here is like the do not push button from the, whatever you call it, the device from before. So we're gonna load again. That was franchises. We're gonna zip through Nat Weiss's. And here we have Satan on a giant texture that says Chickens the Next Generation. I don't know what that is. There's like a nebula texture. And what the heck was that? Oh, he blew his wings at me. Stop. Okay. there's like a hidden hallway up here where you can do some cool stuff. And if you zap Satan, okay, he's flying good. Don't have to worry about him for a little bit. Yeah, if you zap Satan, he'll actually die and trigger the credits again, so I don't really want to do that. We're just gonna run here. We get this little texture that says "way to go," and there's a bunch of pig oinking noises. And at the end of this hallway, we get like raptured upwards, and sends you back to the start. So okay. Now the real one, my real favorite one, is this one here, Michael De La Rue, and this is the last one. So we're gonna hop in here. It sends you this kind of like quiet place with a locked door right in front of you, right? And it's like, well, what the heck is going on here? And I was instantly like very, interested in this one. Here there's like a giant spiral staircase, and at the top there's like a locked door. And it took me forever to find this, but if you like illuminate this area, you can actually see there's a tiny button underneath here. And all of these, by the way, so I asked Ralph Bagley if there's any kind of like story behind any of these or whatever, and he told me that all of them were just like strange for the sake of being strange was his exact phrase. So they're just kind of like proto-Christian shitposts, and I think they're really interesting and neat. So here we get the first key. We're gonna unlock this door. And I guess I kind of gave it away by saying the first key, because this very slowly opens up and reveals a door. It's also locked. And second one is, here we go. You can see it kind of like glowing in the corner here. Zoom in. Just like zap it open. Okay. So here's key 2. And the first time I got here, actually, I really could not find this one over here. And it took me forever. And it's the first door, right? So I was like finding these keys and couldn't find out how to use them. It was just so mysterious and cool to me. Now we have this third one here. And now finally, the last thing is up here. Let's go. And this might take me a second, so if there's maybe like one more donations, it's going to take me a couple seconds.
Yeah, sure. We've got a few in. Phil Words, thank you very much for the $10. Long-time viewer, first-time donator. Money is going to GTA San Andreas upgrade, so Joshimus has to suffer. Thanks very much for that. 8B Waffle has donated $20. Thank you very much for that. That's gone to the heroic mode incentive for escape game Fort Boyard. And Kelpsy has donated $5, saying, "Hello, Peaches. Good luck, dude." And we've got 5 linked donations when you're ready for those.
Okay, we're just about done here. Okay, that's why I was saving in here. It's the water physics are pretty finicky. There we go. Okay, so this is the last door, and there's a very exciting reward behind here. So we're gonna wait for the big reveal. Okay, it's going. So behind the final door, behind Michael De La Rue's bonus area, is nothing. There's nothing behind it. However, if you walk all the way in here, it actually takes you back to the start of the game, and now you can do like a new game plus, I guess. And these guys here who yell at you like, "What are you looking at?" Yeah, you can just zap them. Very cathartic. That's it. That was the whole Hall of Fame. I hope you enjoyed it. If that made you smile or entertained you in any way, please feel free to donate, and I will match the next couple donations that come through with $5 of my own to raise money for Alzheimer Funding and try to reach our $100,000 goal. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the marathon, and yeah, thank you.
All right, just before we go, I've got 5 more donations.
Yeah.
Someone I think has found a loophole. Ultima Zero has donated $5 with the message "Get." Ultima Zero, thank you very much for the $5. The message reads "Ready." Ultima Zero has also donated $5. The message is "To." Ultima Zero, thank you very much for $5. The comment just says "Pay." And finally, we have a $5 donation from someone called Ultima Zero, and the comment is $25, Peaches.
All right, I'll do it. I'll match it. So thank you. That's it for Catechumen. Thank you all so much for watching.
Hey.